Hello again, this is George Shears with Chapter 4 of A Modern Pilgrim's Progress, my long journey in discovering non-duality. And if you have missed the previous chapters of this story, you'll find them all on my YouTube channel. My intrinsic appetite for science and learning in general was nurtured greatly through the awesome dedication of my main elementary teacher, Mrs. Reggie Mueller. Despite the major limitations of teaching in a one-room country school, her tireless pedagogic ingenuity was a crucial catalyst in promoting my cognitive development. I feel great gratitude for how she so skillfully kindled and fed the flames of my fiery drive to learn during those formative years. That same fire has continued to burn brightly and compellingly throughout my entire life. This strong motivation, along with my gnawing need to help fill the deep hole in my heart left by my dad's death in my early childhood, prompted me, very auspiciously, to write to my Uncle George early in my junior year of high school. Having been named after him, he seemed the most likely candidate of my three paternal uncles to be a surrogate dad. He had become a pioneer chiropractor and had been practicing in Huntingburg, Indiana since about 1920. Prior to that, he had been a professional baseball player, spending one season with the New York Highlanders, forerunners of the New York Yankees. He responded very promptly and warmly to my letter, which became an ongoing and very positive mentoring connection for me. One of the first things I learned from him greatly fanned the flames of my intrinsic interest in life's mysteries. He told me how he had discovered that the main source of healing for the many patients in his thriving practice was not the physical adjustments he gave. Rather, they resulted from what he concluded was a divine source. Accordingly, he founded a new approach that he called the GPC principle, standing for God, Patient, Chiropractor. This new approach entailed no physical interventions. Rather, it involved, quote unquote, giving attunements. Thereby, he became a pioneer in what is now commonly known as, quote unquote, energy healing. It consisted in sensitizing one's hands to detect and resolve imbalances in the subtle energy field of the patient while moving one's hands slowly around his or her body, close to, but without making any physical contact. As a healing agent, he regarded himself as a channel rather than as the source of remediation. Accordingly, he stopped charging a set fee for this service and accepted only voluntary donations. He then went on to recruit a few other chiropractors to join him in this bold new approach. It had the added benefit to chiropractors at that time in deflecting the common hostile claims of medical doctors that chiropractors were practicing medicine without a license. A bit later, he learned of a charismatic spiritual leader, Lloyd Meeker, who had adopted a similar form of energy healing. Meeker had acquired a large parcel of land for back taxes at the foothills of the Rocky Mountains west of Loveland, Colorado, where he founded the Emissaries of Divine Light. And that's the end of chapter 4. I will continue in the next chapter. Thanks very much for watching, listening. Bye for now.